Hi everybody! Now we are starting the mountain consumption and regeneration test with the Mustang Mach-E. I have already done the real-world consumption test on the Ecodriver loop, and now we have a closer look at the consumption in the mountains. This Mach-E is equipped with two electric motors, 258 kilowatt overall, and has the large battery with a usable capacity of 88 kilowatt hours. Here I show you the loop we are doing for this test. We do this loop 4 times, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. The red marking shows the highest point, the blue one the lowest. There's a roundabout where we turn after every loop. I hope you'll enjoy this video and I'll talk to you later. We have reached the halfway point of this test and we have 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. This is exactly the same consumption as we had on the pig test. The advantage with such a high-powered vehicle is that we have enough power to brake the car electrically most of the time. If you have a weaker motor, you reach the point of exceeding the regenerative capacity of the motor pretty soon. Whereas here, there is much more power available, not only for driving, but also for braking. Another advantage of an all-wheel drive electric vehicle is that the braking energy is spread over 4 tires, which reduces wear and tear here as well. So now we reach the end of this test, and when we exit this roundabout we see 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And now let's analyze this. Okay, we have seen the final result, which was exactly what we had with this car on the 75 kilometer real-world consumption test. This and the result of many other tests, which will appear on this channel soon, indicates that mountainous roads are no excuse for high consumption. What we also found out is the real-world regeneration rate, which in this case is around 35%. That means only 35% of the energy that is used to move the vehicle upwards is regenerated on the way down. And this only if you drive really efficiently. You might hear that electric cars regenerate 80 to 90% of the energy used. Yes, that's true. But the problem is, around this electric motor there is a huge car and there are natural forces outside, such as wind resistance, there is a rolling resistance of the rubber tires, internal mechanical resistance within the car. All that means that on the way up you lose energy, and on the way down you can't regenerate what would be physically possible because all those other forces are braking the car as well. You may ask, what can I do wrong when I drive a car up the mountain? It's steep and I need the energy anyway. Well, as you can drive more or less efficiently on normal roads or in city traffic, you also can drive more or less efficiently on an uphill road. For example, we had some hairpin turns on the way up, and I see cars going up there and hitting the brakes just before the turn. Doesn't make sense, because when you're on the way up and just lift your foot off the gas and Mother Nature is braking you down anyway. So those drivers, they waste too much energy to keep the car at a higher speed. Then they have to reduce the speed by using the brakes. Whereas I just lift my foot off the gas or the accelerator a little bit sooner, use less energy to keep the car at the higher speed, and gravity is breaking the car down for me. On the way down, you may have seen in this video, there were some flat sections, 200, maybe 300 meters long. Same thing here. Try to use the momentum you gained from the steeper section for the flat, and use this momentum to go over the flat, and once it steepens again, then you will accelerate anyway, without the use of any stored energy. I hope this was useful for you, and if you haven't seen the real-world consumption test on the Ecodriver loop, you have the chance now by clicking here. If you like what I'm doing and want to see more in the future, then hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell, and you won't miss any new video. Thanks for watching, take care, see you soon.